good morning. I'm doing a time lapse here on the Euro. It is 6:18 in the AM Central. It just touched down at 33.29, the big red grid here. 33.24 is the grid. See how it's been above, broke up high, came back down, so we're going to take a bounce here. And there's no big news coming. Let's see how this behaves. Tuesday the 3rd, 9 a.m. factory orders. Total vehicle sales is throughout the day, and then 1 o'clock is an FOMC meeting. Price has been chopping, so let's see what happens. Okay, so it's going hard, so what I'm going to do is grab another chart and I'll get it set to close and flip, because if this is moving this hard this fast and smoking through there, then we need to close it and reverse it and be ready. But we're going to watch where the candles close. So we might basically, well, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see where they close, because this could wick and go green. I mean, that's the thing that you just don't know. So I'm going to sit tight and watch. Keep my stop out of the way. Let this cycle. Okay, so I'm parking this chart trader. I'm parking a sell here. Okay, so on this chart I have the sell on the retest. Okay, so on this chart I'm going to bring these down and close this out on the retest of this grid. So I'm going to take profit as a scale out, right? As a minus. This guy over here is ready to re-enter on the bounce. So these lines are stop loss, sell entry on the retest of the red, take profits down here. Okay, so the blown buy, okay, this guy I got in here. Well, now I'm going to just scale out and pinch up my stop loss in this area, because this buy I'm closing as I'm entering into a sell. So let's see how I can do this here. Okay, so it's coming back up here for a retest in this area. Again, we're trying to scale out of the buy, flip it to a sell. The smaller the candle right here, the better. Actually, the smaller the candle here confirms the retest and continuation. The bigger the candle here, the higher the odds that this is going to reverse and continue upwards. So, oh great, we got 2 seconds. Here we go. This should end small. Fantastic. High probability this is going to pop up here and continue. And what do we do? We take profits right at that area of previous resistance, and then I'll move this up to that grid. That's the highest probability, and there's the values: 33.24, take profit 32.87 to 32.53. So let's say 32.90. Wow, that's great. That's a great move. So if this went from 33.24 to 33.11, see, it's about 13 pips. Let me move this down here, just get an idea. Okay, so it's about 18. 3308, 16 pips. So that's a pretty decent move. This is good. So this doji, this break doji should pop up there and retest that. So I want to take profits in this area on this retest and down. And if this blows new lows, it's just gone. If this doesn't retest, then it's cycling a bigger trade setup, like on an hour or something like that. So we'll watch it. Okay, so it's chopped around and blew us out of this the buy. I just tried to move my stop out of the way to give it a little room here as it's swinging around and got touched out, so we lost 19 on all three there. So let's see if this retests or if it's just gone. Wow, it's just blowing everything out. No retest, no opportunity to get back in. We'll see what happens. Alright, so see, this could be a 1 hour is setting up where this is going to close here in 1 minute, then it'll doji for an hour, then it'll retest this. See, so it's a bigger time frame filling out. We'll watch it. Okay, it's trying to get up there. They're just gapped up. We're in. Just gapped up to touch it in. Let's see what. Amazing. Wow. Okay, so just retested it again. I wouldn't be shocked if it comes up here to 3288. Let's drop a line in here. 3328. I expect this to oscillate based on this candle. I expect it to swing higher and make new highs, make new lows. So let's see what it does. Well, this is painful. This has just been a dysfunctional mess. And now it's coming up on 9 o'clock. There's supposed to be this news factory orders. And let's see if this can do something. It's supposed to be a 1.5% up, and it's 1.3, so it's up from the last month, a little lower than expected. So bad US news makes this go up. So it's hard to say if it's bad. Again, it's better than last month was a -1, and this is 1.3. But it's lower than the forecast 1.5. Who knows? You know what I know? When the candles are red, it went down, and when the candles are green, it goes up. That's the only thing I know for sure. So let's see if we can get this thing to move. Now that the exciting news is out. So I'm up 8-9 pips, and it's just, I don't know, it just can't hang on here. It's got to move out of this range. You would like to think so, anyway. Alright, we're finally getting a little break loose. Everybody's finally decided what they're going to do. It's taken forever. And let's see if we can get some profits. I mean, we're not asking for the moon here. We're just trying to get like 15 pips. But she's looking to pop. The average daily range is only around 67, and today the movement's 67. The average daily range is between like 90 and 112, so we should get some move here. Stand by. We're going to follow this pretty tight with our stop once it pops so we can really get this move. There's one. Take profit one at 15. Good job, well done, fantastic, way to go. Okay. See if the second one hits. Trying to just get this a little deeper. So the swing, you know, so this is the war zone here. See, this is the support. I mean, it just has to struggle here. So that's why you definitely want to be taking them off in this area. And if it breaks through there, great, right? There's high probability and all that's fine. But if you don't take profits here and it stalls and goes back and wipes you out, that is painful. There we go. Number 2 at 16. Great. We are in a risk-free, profitable trade. Cannot lose. And now we're just looking for this next swing to 32.84 maybe. And I'm just going to follow it tight as it moves down. Okay, so this is starting to break out now. Letting loose. See what kind of power we have. If it can really pound some new lows, or is it just going to stop here and oscillate some more? It's at a very, very big level. Okay, so I expected this to make new lows and new highs, and so far it's done that off this hour chart. And just watching to see if there's any, because this to me is not a real break of the red. It's too close. It needs to go way up here to say a retest. So this could chop and come down still, so we'll see. What does line up on the hour, I noticed, is if you go to the low of Tokyo to the low of Tokyo, London, look at that, it broke and it's retesting that, which is aligning up here. So this could be a spot to sell. Let's see if see what it does. So here's some news coming out. 1 o'clock, FOMC. It's a little bit after 1. FOMC meeting minutes is a high priority, and the market is just going kabonkers here. Glad I did not trade anything. This bounce did go right back up to here, but that's not a big move. Let's just, you know, this area, 33, 39, 24 to 34. Yeah, you know, it's like 10 pips. I mean, it's just nothing. And then bam, it's breaking down now into this area, which is you know, anywhere in this 33.08. So again, look at that, that's, you know, 15, 16 pips. I mean, it's just chopping. Now it's stopped right here, so we'll see if it can make new lows. Okay, so to wrap up, here it is. Break retest worked out good. We pulled off a few. Initially did a buy here, had a 19 pip loss down to this area, just pushing it, and sure enough came right back up and retest there. So we popped a sell, took profit, and then it just chopped. And then this news came out about quantitative easing was released, and it just free fall. So that's it for a little time lapse for you today. And there's your date, Tuesday, April 3rd, 2012. All right, see you tomorrow.